Crafty friends, it's Rick back from Missing Stamps. Today we're going to be making a cute little card that's nice and festive, that's super easy to make. So we're going to be using the Deck the Hall stamp set for the sentiment, the Seriously stamp set. We're going to use this image right here of the townhouse. We're also going to be using the Modern Top Step frame dies and the Frosty Flake stencils. So let's get started. Okay, I've already cut my frame out from 2 pieces of cardstock, solid colored cardstock. I chose a pink color and then a darker green. And we're going to do our ink blending first to start out. So I'm going to take my solid green cardstock and place on a sticky mat. And then I'm going to take my Frosty Flakes stencil and put on top of that. I'm going to press that into place nice and secure. I'm going to be using some Distress inks and pine needle today to do my ink blending. For this part, we're going to do a tone-on-tone ink blending for our background, and we're going to go in an ombre. So I want this to be darker at the top. So we will do more and get lighter pressure as we come down. Okay, there's my ombre background. And I'm going to set that to the side, and we're going to work on the rest of our card. All right, we're going to do our stamping next. And you're going to need to prep your cardstock with some kind of anti-static powder tool. So we're going to do a little heat embossing. So I'm going to stamp, put that in there. And I'm actually going to do my sentiment at the same time. I'm going to pop that in. And we'll get our little townhouse or flat, whatever they're called. And I'm going to ink that up using Versamark ink. I'm going to stamp this twice. I'm going to use some white embossing powder. Cover that up. And then I will heat set. All right, we're going to let that cool for a second. And we're going to add some foam tape behind our frame part. And I'm just going to run it right along the bottom edge of the stitched stitch pattern. Guess we could consider that stitch, couldn't we? Just right along the edge. We want that to stay in the middle. So I'm just using some very low profile foam tape. There we go. Now our heat embossing should be cooled. Bring in our mat again. And this time I'm going to come in with some saltwater taffy for my house. I'm going to give that an ombre effect also. Or a little gradient. This is an easy way to add color to your cards without having to do a lot of alcohol marker coloring. You just simply pop in your heat emboss it, your stamped image, and add color with your ink. We're also going to come over the sentiment as well. So I want it to stand out from our background. And I'm going to take my towel and buff off the excess. And then I'm going to trim out this, our little house with my scissors. So we're going to do a little fussy cutting. This image does not have a coordinating die as the other one, some of the other ones do in the set. Or the die, Seriously die set that matches the stamp set. But this is just a couple straight cuts, so it's super easy. Unless you're like me and cannot follow a line. For my sentiment, I am going to use my trimmer. So that I have a nice, clean cut. All right, let's put our card together. We're going to start off by placing our frame. So I'll peel off these backings. I'm going to add just a little bit of liquid glue so that I can have a little bit of wiggle room to get this frame into place. And I'm going to make sure my card is open correctly. And then I will add that. Hopefully centered onto our card. And straight. Now we're going to add our inside panel with our tone-on-tone snowflakes. I do have another version of this card to show you. So I'm just going to slide that right in there. And then our sentiment we're going to pop up as well as our little house. So I'm going to do my sentiment first. And this time I'm using just a little bit thicker foam tape. My tweezers. Pop that on. And then we're going to use that thicker foam tape on our house as well. No, I'm not going to pop the house up. We're just going to attach that down this time. I kind of like the way that looked. So we're going to take and add this right there. Just over to the left just a tad. And then to finish it off, I'm going to add a few clear twinkle rhinestones from Trinity Stamps. And this glue will dry clear. it does dry completely clear once the glue has dried, so don't be afraid of that. I'm just going to pop around a few of these in the different sizes. Here's a look at the other card that I did using the same products. I just switched the green to the outside frame and the more pink to the inside. Here's a closer look at this card. I hope you enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Stay crafty.